Sun is out here overseas. Dark emotions ever torn so deep, falling down through the clouds. I'm feeling you. Stay away from me. You keep haunting me. I feel that I've been chasing dreams. Keep holding on to memories. Tears that I will not regret. Sacrifice will prove instead. Through the landscapes I review, I can't be honest, I know you too. Walking down through the fields, I still want you. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. You keep haunting me.
Right, here we are. We got here on Saturday. Bit of a pig and a poke on Saturday. Put the old rods out. Managed to nick a 31.8. My first fish yesterday. It's just been so hot. It's been so hard to catch fish. But this morning they've started moving down the lake, and we got quite a few in front of us. So here we go. Look at that beast. That's my first fish. That's 47 pounds. Stunner. Look at that two-tone. You know I love a two-tone. I took that on the old Ronnie rig, on the Ronnie rig, and yeah, here at Iktus,
Day.
and it is day 3. First fish on day 3. Okay, Dave? Dave, there you go. Look at that. Well, I'm going to put it down there because it's getting heavier and heavier. Bye bye. Come on. Come on. Dave? What's this? Third fish. Third fish, Dave, number 3. On the 3rd day. Look at that. Lovely little mid-20. Put up a fair old fight. I've got this rod rocking now. That's 2 fish in it, ain't even an hour yet. Right, let's rock and roll. Talk to you later, boys. Woo. Done. Well, here we are, day 4 on Iktus Lakes. And this was the biggest one from last night. This is a nice big fat 45 pounder. This was, yeah, quite a row with this one. Took the other rod out down there. But we managed to get everything sorted out. So, yeah, we're rocking. Had 3 last night. This is the biggest one, as I say, 45 pound. Picked up the old diamond white popper on the old spinner rig. Changed over to that because I had a couple of bites on using big boilies, big 20 mils, and just didn't feel right that it wasn't there. So yeah, like all the fish in here, they fight like absolute lunatics. Got a nice common over there, I'll go and get that in a minute. But first of all, we'll let this one go. See you later, boys. Right, well here we are. It's day 4, isn't it? Day 4. Yeah, look at that beast. I had a fair old fight off of this one. In and out, shaking it all about. Like a torpedo, isn't it? Looks like it's had a good spawn up. Yeah, so there we go. This is 33 pound. And it was one of 3 that I had in the early hours of this morning. So away we go, lovely jubbly. Same method on the old diamond white pops, on the old spinner rig. That'll do nicely. It's a bit cooler this morning. I was expecting a few more bites. As it happens, we might get one in a minute. They're starting to show behind where I'm fishing, and I'm sure they're going to work their way up. So what we do, put him back on the mat now, and then we'll let it go.
Sun is out here overseas. Dark emotions ever torn so deep, falling down through the clouds. I'm feeling you. Stay away from me. You keep haunting me.
Right, here we go. Middle of day 6. Day 6. Day 6. I had one last night, common, about 32 pound, and well, I'm just going to redo the rods, and this one rattled off my little deep water spot. And give me a fair old row. At the same time, the other rod went off, and there was a park bench on that. So Beverly was doing some filming, and next minute there she is, winding in a bloody 8 pound tench. And then we got this one, 36 pound. That'll do. Better hurry up and get it back now. So here we go. Ooh.
You're a rolling stone.
don't know whether or not you can see, but we'll walk up just a little bit. There's a man there in a little tent. You can just about make him out. Oh. There. Gotcha. There he is. A little old twitcher. We're twitching a twitcher. There he is. In his little hide. Okay, latest baked potatoes. Well, here we are. It's day 7. 2 fish last night, £25 common, which I caught out of where we are now, and this one, which is £33. That'll do for me. Put up a fair old scrap down there in the old margins, trying to get him out. It's been a funny old day again. A few more fish have moved in this time. This morning I've seen quite a few fizzing along here. The hot rod last night did one round the corner there. But yeah, everything's rosy in the garden. Sun's coming back out. All the boys from Castaway PVA bags are here, or Castaway PVA, they're here. So away we go. I'm going to slip this little fella back now, and we'll take it from there. Here we are, look at that little beastie. All 42 pound of it, lovely jumply. That'll do for me. Lost 2 last night, I lost a good one up there. The hook pinged out, and I lost a good one here right at the net. The one I lost here was definitely a 40. Just the sheer size of it, and it come off at the last knockings. They don't half hang on, these fish in here. They proper give you a good workout. I moved the rod, which I lost one on in front of the swim, from out of here. I had 2 rods jabbed up round the corner here, and one of them was quite slow, so I brought it round because they'd been fizzing in the daytime in front of us, right in front of us. I put it in there about 1 o'clock in the morning, and boom, off it went about 4, screamed off, and the bloody hook come out. I couldn't believe it. What a bloody nightmare. But this is it. We're going to get a big one soon. One of the prize guys. I want one of them big old 60s. Got another 3 weeks left. So it looks like we could be in with a shout. I'm moving up into Paul's swim. Yeah, don't waste your time. Get with Paul Hasseltine. Yeah, look, he's here. He's filming. We're getting it on with the Don. Come on. So, one steel sucker. I think we better say goodbye to it now. Whoa. Here he is.
Well done, my lad.
Here he is. Get in there,
Getting
Paul.
it on with the Don.
Yeah,
Here
all the way
it
to
is.
France. All the way to the south of France. That's stunning, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
What a beautiful fish. Look.
Told myself to push and never stop. I've been stressed out, watching both these hands around the clock. With my eyes wide, trying to get the panorama shot. Whole world getting blurry to me, answers getting lost. So I watch my back and keep it moving to the front. And remember that the world's yours, do it how you want. You've been waiting here for too long, think it's time for you to move on. Realize that there's real lies in these real times to be strong.
I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize, you know I've been waiting.
That's a good one, that is. Oh, he's in. He's in. Oh, I could drag him out now. And one coming past by himself. Hey! What's this? Oh, here comes some. I like the stalk one.
Yeah, that was good.
Aha! And got some of these out in front of us. A couple of times the old baits have come in a bit nibbled. And there you go, there he is, a little old crayfish. Ooh, look at him. Hey, you wanna fight me? You wanna fight me? Come on. You wanna fight me? There we go. Right, we'll get him back in the lake and not in the pan, and we've got a fish to film. Okay guys, see you later. Here we are, day 8, 35 pounder. Another bit of disaster first thing this morning. I had a fish on down here, good fish, had it on for a good 20-25 minutes. Didn't even see it, it was just up and down, up and down. All of a sudden it went into the left hand corner of the swim and cut me right off. Cut me off. So I was not happy. We had another one on one of the other rods while I was sorting that rod out. That was a little 25 pounder, and then we got this one, which is just a shade under 35 pound. But yeah, so I've lost another one. I'm really getting annoyed with this because I shouldn't be losing them, but there's nothing you can do with the cut off. The morning before I lost a big one, same sort of thing, caught me unawares, went off to the left and the hook pulled. So I've lost about 4 now, so not good at carp angling that. I've got razor sharp hooks on, I've tried moving everything about, putting wafters on, putting the old spinner rig on. Anyway, that's enough of my old rattling on. I'll put it back in the water now and we'll say goodbye. Right. There we go. Look at that little fella. Hi guys, here we are. We're in swim 15 on the mighty Iktus Lake. As you know, 87 acres, massive, great big place with some stunning fish in it. I'm into it for a week now. This is my second week. We've had 30 fish. It's been a little bit up and down, quite emotional at times. Lost 3 absolute clonking great big fish through no fault, well, I say through no fault of my own, I've been cut off just down the edge, just down here. I couldn't believe it. Had it on for like 20-25 minutes this morning. Not far out, only probably 5-8 rod lengths off from the bank here. They just seem to love coming in tight along these edges. I've got one up in the corner up there, and the other one is down in front of swim 14. That's the hot rod, and again that's just in front of the swim. Down there in about, I don't know, 12 foot water in there. Yeah, here's a couple of bits and pieces that I've done. There you see the old spinner rig. That's now quite a few fish. Had quite a few fish on that, nice sharp hooks, keep them well sharpened. Obviously you got to in here. And there you go, little old diamond white on the end. Gets them all aroused. On me bottom rigs, here are, look. There we have a little wafter. Put a little bit of putty on the hair, quite long hairs because it got quite big mouths. Little old liner on the back of it. And of course the ever faithful salty squid on that one. But I lost a big one this morning on that. That is the old essential opal one, the wafter. No, it's not, it's pineapple wanger. Pineapple wanger that is. I can see it down here, look. Here we go, there's some of the bits and bobs that I've been getting them on. Look, that's the old pineapple wanger. They like a bit of wanging. And that's the old diamond whites. There you go. They're the two main ones that I'm using in the wafters, and obviously the salty squid, but I've done a tub of salty squids. They've all gone. Yeah, the boys from Castaway PVA turned up the other day on Saturday, and yeah, they've had a few fish now. One of them's had a 50. Wish I could get a 50. I've had a 47. But that'll come. It's like I'm in the crash down here at this end. I've had quite a few 20s, never had so many 20s when I've been to Iktus. But anyway, we'll just suck it and see. Hopefully be able to keep them on the end of the hook and we won't get hook pulls and getting cut off. That won't be a thing. Hopefully that'll be a thing of the past. I know one thing, get another big and I want to get down under this tree here. I felt it go in and it just cut me off. Anyway, the weekend was raft race down the river. That was quite good, watching all the boats go down there. I took Beverly over there for an hour. Give the old swim a bit of a rest. The one good thing about the place is just round the corner, the shops ain't far away. So, I won't bore you anymore. We'll give you an update a bit later on. I know that we've decided to stay an extra week, so now we're staying for 4 weeks and not 3. But in my last week I got my favourite swim 12. So we'll finish off our 3-week session in this swim, which is swim 15 at the shallow end of the lake. And yeah, that's it. Right, it's day, whatever it is, it's day 8 I think, or day 9, one of the two, 8 or 9, it was 7 the other day, now it's 8. Right, here we go. 5 fish last night, 4 little ones between 25 to 25 pounds to 28 pounds, and this one, lovely jubbly this morning, 41 pound. Just as it was getting light. What a lovely fish. Put up a fair old row. I was so pleased to get this one in the net, and it didn't end up cutting me off or hook pulls or whatever. Bit down at the moment, but we'll get better as the day goes on. I just can't bear losing fish all the time, but this is what happens. So, same tactics. This was close in rod. probably 11 rod lengths, 10 rod lengths out, something like that. Seen them there fizzing a couple of times. Every take I've had off of the spot has been a big fish. So let's keep the old fingers up and everything else and hope that everything's okay. Right, I'll put it back now. Right, I don't know what the day is, but I think it's about day 8, isn't it? Day 8, yeah. And we went out this morning to try and fix my charger because that all fell to bits. Anyway, managed to get the rods out this afternoon. This rod, the hot rod down the side there, hasn't been doing the business because one of the lads in the swim a bit further up came and started fishing 3, but from a different angle, and I reckon he blocked the fish. Now he's pulled his rod out and he hasn't got his rods along that side. This is the one. This came in at how big was it? £36, Beverly? £36. And there you go. What a lovely fish for the afternoon. Bit of a boat battle this one, got stuck out there behind something. When I went out into the middle and I was playing it, there's plenty of colour in the water out there, so I think they're coming on the feed because the weather's starting to change a little bit now. And away we go. So what we do is we'll plop this back and away we go. See you later, gents. Well, here we are at 20 to 8 at night. Right, I don't know if you can see behind me, but the sun's shining over there and it's pouring down the rain over here. It's crazy, the weather here. I'm sitting here with Beverly. It's not so nice when you're all in here in your when it's raining. You want to be sat outside, but the next few days look like they're going to be really hot. So hopefully tonight with this bit of rain, it'll get them aroused and we'll start catching a few fish tonight. I managed to have one this afternoon. I had a bit of a problem trying to charge my bait boat up. We've been everywhere today looking for some solder so I could solder a lead back on. Well, I think we've cracked it. We'll find out in the morning because I've got a couple of batteries on charge now, so we'll see what happens. Fish wise, boys from Castaway, I've got amongst a few, so I'm pleased that they've had a few now, so we'll see what happens. So it's going to be a good night from me and a good night from Beverly, isn't it? Say no night. See you on no night. She said no night. So that's it. Talk to you later. Bye bye. Alright, here we are, guys. It's now the 12th day that I've been here. And last night we had heavy rains. And it seemed like a lot of the fish had come out of this bay, because this bay at the end here is quite shallow. The fish seem to have moved. They're up in front of number 3, which is like the back end of this bay. So you've got number 14 next door, and then obviously you've got number 3, which is opposite, and then you've got the other guys in 13. They had a few fish out of there, the old boys from Castaway PVA products, but the guy in 3 at the moment has got them slammed up in front of him, and he is proper having it off. Nearly every time I look over there, he's got bloody fish. So I think where it went a bit cold, they've moved out of this end, because this is like the shallow water. And as I say, they're up there by the long plateau from 3 and all the way across. The guys in 13 had a rod round the corner, but Mate Boy turned up yesterday, and of course they had to pull their marker out of there, and he was catching a few fish off of there. But hopefully tomorrow the old temperature's going to start roaring up again, and when it starts to get a bit warmer, obviously we're going to get more fish pushed down. The last fish I had was yesterday afternoon, I don't know, about 3-4 o'clock, and that was the rod that I got ramped up in front of 14. So that's about it really, nothing else to report. One of the other boys from Castaway has moved in opposite me in peg 1 over there. Whether or not that'll push, if there's any fish over there, it'll push them across. But it definitely seemed that after that rain, the fish definitely pushed further back up the lake. A few of the boys have had a few of the other Castaway boys a bit further down. Have had some nice fish. One of them's had 120 plus sturgeon out. Been a few cats up there as well. But when I last spoke to Paul, Paul Weseltine, he was on about 9 fish, I think. I think I've had well over 30 fish there, but we need them to push back again with the old sun on the water. I think it's going up to about 30 degrees tomorrow, so fingers crossed we'll get a few more fish, and I will talk to you later. Here we go. And it's coloured red. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You know you want to go. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Look.
Get in!
Get in there. What a fat mofo that was. Now, I'm going to show you a proper showstopper. If I could take this home with me, I would. It is such a lovely fish. Short while after getting that one, I put it back out there and had a take and had this one. So I'll just get it ready and we'll get it over there. Oh. Right, well here we go. Look at that beast. This came just after the 50 and this one was 42 pounds. Looks like it could be one from England with all them lovely scales on it. It's one of the prettiest ones I've ever caught from here, and I'm well impressed with this. And here we go, the phone's ringing, and off we go. I did that to you the other day, didn't I? Here he is, Paul, this time. Cheers, mate.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Thank you for coming down here and doing this with me, because I find it a bit hard to get up and down with all this bloody big fish.
I'm not surprised, you keep slaying them, my old mate.
Yeah, I'll keep trying.
Yeah.
We're doing well. The old boys have had a good session, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. We've all enjoyed it, we're all catching fish. What would you say? What would you say to anybody thinking about Iktus?
Ah, you gotta come here, you gotta come here. You gotta come here.
I've got a fish.
He's got a fish, he's gotta go. See you later.
Sun is out here overseas. Dark emotions ever torn so deep, falling down through the clouds. I'm feeling you. Stay away from me. You keep haunting me.
Well, there we go, taking a little siesta this afternoon, me and Beverly, and this fella comes along. Right old scrap of this, out in the boat for this one. I thought it's going to be a lot bigger, but what a row. Hard fighting metal, and look at them scalps, looks just like I've just caught that from England. You wouldn't think that's a French fish, would you? What a result on the old pilot wanger again. Do nicely, fished over the old diamond whites. They do love a diamond white in here. You can't not like a diamond white. So there you go. If you're packing yourself off to France, always take a packet of diamond whites with you and off you go. Right, we'll put it back now and we'll see you later. Here we are, Saturday, and it's the 14th day, and all hell broke loose last night. I had a £100 catfish, towed me around the lake, and in the end I just cut it off. I didn't want it, so I got the old scissors out, got it up to the boat and just chopped it. And then I had a take on the right hand rod, just getting ready because I had to go out the boat because it was snagged up, and then this one goes off, so I've had to run back, get the boat back there, come over to here, and this was the fish that I got, 32 pounder. Anyway, when I got back to that one had gone on the right hand rod, so it was battle stations. Anyway, put it back out again, and I've got another one over there which we're going to take a peek at in a little while. I'll speak to you later and we're going to let it go. Come on. Well, we in the R, second part of the brace. A lovely 44 pounder, look at that. That's the biggest fish I've caught out of that corner so far. Hopefully there might be some bigger ones sneaking in there as we get into this penultimate week here. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. As I said before, they're definitely on the diamond whites. There's diamond whites all over the map. They're proper been getting on here. Somebody's been fishing May, so I've seen a bit of that coming up as well. But what a splendid fight. This thing can be the run around out there, and then eventually it's to come to getting on it with the Don. Suck my steel, everything that goes along with it, wangers on the bangers, and there you go, 44 pounder loveliness. Thank you very much, and we'll put it back now.
Told myself to push and never stop. I've been stressed out, watching both these hands around the clock. With my eyes wide, trying to get the panorama shot. Whole world getting blurry to me, answers getting lost. So I watch my back and keep it moving to the front. And remember that the world's yours, do it how you want. You've been waiting here for too long, think it's time for you to move on. Realize that there's real lies in these real times to be strong.
I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize. You know I've been waiting, 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 waiting. Will you wait for me?
Oh dear, well here we are again. It's Sunday night. It's been flat calm all day and red hot. We've had all the new people come in who are coming in to fish the lake. So looking back at last week, the first night that all the people turned up, there weren't many fish caught. I think it's because there's a lot of activity in the boats. There's a lot of people finding their spots, and obviously they're putting a bit of bait in and whatever. Quiet in here last night, but sitting here having, well, a couple of hours ago should I say, sitting here having a couple of drinks with Beverly, a couple of glasses of beer, and the wind's picked up, and as you can see behind me, it's blowing nicely down into this end of the lake. This is what we wanted. Last time it went like this, I had a few fish out. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that a few fish have come down. I'm well surprised because this rod in the corner where the water's running in Normally does a fish or two, but it's been very quiet down there today, not even had a tench. After the other night with that £100 plus catfish I ate up down there and towed me around, all of a sudden the swim come into life. With the catfish, I didn't want to muck about with it, so when it come up, I just cut the hook length off. It was almost as long as the boat. It was well over £100, I reckon. But we didn't want to play with that. No, we've come here for the carp. A couple of years ago, I was here. I had a couple over £100, and I decided then always keep a pair of scissors with you. So when you get them up to the boat, just cut them off. They mainly come off at night, and they normally come between the hours of 11 and 1 at night. Yeah, but nothing to report last night. All quiet on the western front. Bloke opposite who's moved in, he has caught nothing. The old French boy opposite me, he hasn't had anything. I don't know whether or not the bloke next door has had anything, but he's cut off my supply to the left-hand rod. I can't get to the spot that I wanted to. I was fishing 21 wraps down the margin and dropping it right in front of his swim, but now he's in there, I can't do it. But we've still got a rod round the corner, but it's quite close in there. And I just hope they come under his lines, because he's fishing quite a way out and his rods are up a little bit. So hopefully the fish will be able to come under his lines and come along to me. Well, that's the plan anyway. Where I've got it at the moment, I have had a fish off of there. In the first week I was here, I had a fish off of it closer to me. But when he turned up, I had two. He was just getting ready to set up. Just before he got here, I had a fish. That was a 20. And then I had another take, and that was a 30. But I put the two rods close together. I put one at 18 wraps and pulled it out slightly from the bank. And obviously the hot rod, I think, you know, where they were fishing, they was in like 13, 14 foot of water. Because in front of that swim there, this big deep gully runs right next to the edge. Round my corner here, behind me, is a lovely little plateau. And what I'm doing, I'm fishing the rod that's in there, right in front of the plateau. So if we get a take, we might have to go out of the boat. Boat's here, so we just hoof it round there. Because I've got to watch out they don't go round the side of the plateau and cut me off. But yeah. So that's how the land lies. I'll miss the sticky opposite. He's got his 3 sticks out. He's having a little go. Can't understand it really. 40 yards out and he's got sticks. And he's got a bait boat. Why not just wrap it up and keep sending it out? That's what your old uncle does. 21 wraps down there. The other one is only just down here. It's quite deep just here. It's like 14, 15 foot. And they run through right close to the bank. And to be quite honest, I haven't really seen a lot out in the middle. All the fish, you know, this rod in close inside here, I've had 4 takes off of that, and you see them there fishing. And when they start fishing, you start catching them. It's quite a surprise, you know. Like, I see them, and I've done some film earlier on, and there must have been 40 fish fishing down in the swim next door, and I was all coming down, and I left the rods where they were here, and I managed to catch one, but there was more fish there. There was quite a few coming through, but that's fishing, isn't it? Right, that's about it for now. Get back to drinking my beer and get ready for the night. See you later, folks. Well, what can I say? 2 days before I've had a bite. I had a catfish last night on this one, a little kitten. And what's happened? This rod behind me has just gone off about half hour ago. Jumped in the boat, went down there as quick as I could. And look at that. What a noodle. Look at that. That's the first time I've ever had that happen with these hooks. They're, look at that. But he got down in there. I don't know what's happened. It's gone in a snag or something down there. And I've gone after it, and that's the result. Mr. Gutted from Claydon in Ipswich. Not nice. But it's a nice day coming up. It's going to be hot again. Fishing's proper slowed down. A lot of the swims I've not had a bite. It's been like that for 2 days now. Since the Saturday, I had 2 fish out, bang bang in quick succession. Then the guy moved in next door, so that rod over there was the hot rod. I had it right in front of the swim, and as you saw earlier on, you'd see there was a bit of fizzing. But this is day 14, about day 16 now. Got another couple of weeks left, and we'll see what happens. But as you can see, the old lake's waking up now. So let's get rocking. Let's have it. Right, here we go. We didn't know whether it was called in, so we've done it again. Here you are, guys. First fish since I moved back up the lake. This is the first fish in just over a week. Look at that. What a little stonker it is. One of the stockies from here down at Iktus. Lovely, jubbly, nice little fish. Hopefully this is the first of many. I've seen a lot more fish up this end of the lake than what I saw down the other end of the lake. They've been rolling, tossing and fizzing all the time. They've been topping and they've been doing it. So let's put it back. I've hurt my back as well. So we'll put it back. Look at that. With a bad back, I've had to lift this up. I did my back in yesterday. What a nightmare. This is day 2 of the last week. The weather changed in the night, and this was the result. Look at this fella. Oh, 64 pound on a diamond white wafter. That was the one. Look at that. What a fish. I had to let a 38 go because I didn't have a sack big enough to put it in. I already had a 38 in there, so I put that one back and then made room for this big fella. What a lovely, lovely fish here at Iktus. I can't believe it. This is, every year I come, I've had a 60 pounder and it's finally happened. Beverly saw this fish a little way out and she said, God, look at the size of that. Anyway, I put bait on it and bosh, off it's gone. Right, I'm going to put it back now. So away we go. Whoa! Bad bacchitis. Oh, look at that. Look at that beast. Look at that. That is a beast. That is a beast. Look at that. Oh. Come on! 64 pounds, suck my steel, wanger on a banger, off it's gone. What a fantastic fish. What can I say? Here it is. Helicopter! Come on! Let's have it. Here we go, look at this little beastie. Nice little wake up call this morning, 51 pounds. A pure breeze block. Took a liking for the old main line. Come on, don't waste time, get on main line. He sucked my steel, he wanged my banger. He did everything I wanted him to. Look at that. What a row this was out in the boat. I couldn't see, it was thick fog this morning. Right across the lake, the mist. I couldn't even see the other side to put the rod back out. But we had a little tench on the left hand rod. Looks like our moves paid off. We've had a 60 and now we've had a nice 50. Look at that, what a pucker fish. Right, I won't hang about much longer. We're getting ready and we'll go and put it back. Woo! Look at this, sitting there with Beverly. I don't know, it's about 2 o'clock, something like that. We just had lunch. Middle rod. Off it goes. Look at this fella, 36 pounds of babow. Look at that. What a fantastic fish. Middle rod, the hot rod. That's the one what the donkeys come to. Look at that. So we're not having a bad day today, middle of the day. I had a little 20 a little while ago, up to 20, out of this swim next door in 13. I found them all fizzing round the corner. Sent HMS Liberty down there, boom, nice and quiet. Went in there 5 minutes and it rattled off. Anyway, this one, off of the hot rod spot in my swim up there. I thought I'd come in here because it's much better for taking photos and whatever. For all you guys out there in carping around, this is what it's all about. A bit of power. Power to the people. Power. And that's it. He sucked my steel. He whacked my banger. He did everything I asked him to. Right, I'm going to put him down there and then I'm going to let him go. There we go. Second fish off of the new spot out here. I used to fish this spot from 3. But I'm sticking it round the corner now on a little plateau round there. I found this, this was good spot, especially when I fish 3. Anyway, here's another one, another mid to upper 20. I had a 20 pound common off it straight away as soon as I put it in there. About 28, I let that one go. But we just caught this one, been out in the old boat after it, and there you go, boom, boom, shake the room. The old main iron does it again. So, for your carping around escapades, look no further than your old uncle. Come on! Right, here we go, look at this. It's my 5th fish of the afternoon now. Really rocking, really rocking. 50 pound 8, knocking on the gate. Look at that, second 50 of the day, that is. I can't believe it. Beverly's working overtime here on the old cameras. So hopefully we'll give you some good footage. We've been out in the boat. While I was out there, I see right about to take on the other side, but it looked like he got cut off down the margin because they're coming right in close over there. But yeah, middle rod again out of 12. And I've had 3 fish out of 13 here, fishing round the corner to a plateau. But there you go, look at that, 50 pound 8 ounce mirror. That'll do nicely. About time we put it back. Whoop-ah! Morning. Day 26. 2 more days left and then we're going home. Mad, mad world. Mad world. I'm sitting here with my life jacket on. I slept in it last night because I want to make sure I get to the rods and I've got my life jacket on. You know, it has to be done. Nice cup of tea. What's the time? Let's have a look. It is 8:53. Sun's booming down on us. Last night, 1 little catfish on the left hand rod. Other than that, nothing. Well, look at that, the little dandy fella. I was just cooking dinner, got halfway through it, and boom, middle rod, off he goes. Boom, shakalaka, out there. Look, it's got the top of his tail missing. I haven't had many commons. I've only had about 3 commons, I think. This one's clocking in at just 31 pound. That'd be nice when it gets a little bit bigger. It's a lovely fish now. It's a bit of a character having that tail. Anyway, we better get it back in and get back to cooking the dinner. This is the dinner time fish with on day, what is it, 26 or 27? Whatever, we're going home to not tomorrow, the next day.
26.
So there we go. What is it?
26.
26. Here, that's the 26th day. So away we go. We'll put it back now. See you later, boys. That's recording. Is that recording or not recording? Oh, sorry. Who cares? It's a 30 pounder. Right, Beverly didn't know whether or not this was recording, so let's start again. Day 27. Look at this little fella. Nice little 30 here to round off the trip. I hope this isn't the last, but you never know. Look at that. Nice little 30 pounder. That'll do nicely. Whoa. What we do is we let it go now. Not long to go. Right, here we are, guys. It's the end of the holiday. We've had a fair old month. We've had our ups, we've had our downs, we've had our happy times, we've had our sad times. Lost a few along the way. Sometimes nothing you can do about it. You just get cut off, and you know, we could have had a lot more bigger fish. I did lose some absolute corkers. See them. It's been marvellous. We've had lovely weather. A couple of times we've had a bit of a thunderstorm, and when the weather broke, the fish got on the feed. And out there in front of me, you've got dips, bars, you've got holes, you've got plateaus, you've got in these two swims here just alone. Swims 12 and 13, you've got at least 9 plateaus. It's mental. And when you're hooking the fish, you know, they're running over the top of these bars and whatever, and sometimes they just cut you off, and there's not a lot you can do because you can't use leaders, you can't use braid. So what you have to do is jump straight in a boat and get out there and try and get them on. My rigs, they've been pretty standard, pretty straightforward. I've just been using a nice old bit of the Avid braid with a nice little size 4 on quite a long hair. You know, I'll put a couple of nuggets on there, send it out in HMS Liberty and drop it on the spot. That's the main non-essential IB, that one that I'll put on there. I'll tell you what I did. I started with a smaller one, a smaller bait, and had a couple of hook poles on it. I don't know whether or not it's because it's them tiny little baits, but then I changed over to the IB, and touch wood, I haven't lost a fish since I moved the size of the boilie up. One of the lads who's fishing down in the corner is fishing a 24mm with a 16mm pop-up on the top of it, and he's smacking them up down there. One thing I'd like to say is I'm using the old in-turn points. Got to use the in-turn points because of all the gravel and everything out there. The other rig I've been catching on has been the old Ronnie rig. Aye, he's having a shout over there. The old Ronnie rig. I had quite a few on them, but the thing was, the hooks I was using, I virtually run out of. You can see, look there, nice old curved shank on it. That's the old Avid curves, and that's that. But nothing too fancy. He's just got to fish quite, you know, quite heavy, if you like. I think when I come back next time, probably next year, I think I might up it to £20 line next year, because obviously going over that gravel, because when you get out of the boat and you're winding on to the fish, they've gone over a bar or something and the line's laying across it, so you have to take it very gingerly out there, and then all of a sudden it pings out the top of the bar and the fish is over here somewhere, you know what I mean? It's but it's been good. I've loved it. Bev's loved it, even though she got eaten by whatever it was that gave her 140 bites up her arms. But we're all packed up now and we're ready to go. So about another hour yet, What's time? Yeah, it's 20 to 3. So we'll be packing up in a minute, and I think then we're off down to have a little bit of dinner down in town, and then back up, night in the chalet, and first thing in the morning we begin the journey home. So that's about it from me. Speak to you later, guys.